What is currently driving genetics? What can genome editing, second and third generation sequencing, or epigenetics do? What is the human microbiota good for? We will try to answer these and similar questions in today's episode of the series Secrets of Genes, in which I welcome you. My name is Eduard Kejnovský, and I work as a geneticist at the Institute of Biophysics of the Czech Academy of Sciences. Genetics is undoubtedly one of the most rapidly developing and ever-evolving fields of science, and its latest discoveries continue to have a truly fundamental impact on medicine, agriculture, pharmacy, and biotechnology. In recent years, genetics has become a key tool for understanding the mechanisms of heredity and for developing innovative methods of disease treatment, which brings not only hope but also complex ethical questions. One of the most revolutionary discoveries is the CRISPR-Cas9 technology, which enables targeted editing of DNA. This discovery, presented in 2012 by Jennifer Doudna and Emmanuel Charpentier, opened up entirely new possibilities for gene editing in plants, animals, and humans. Thanks to CRISPR-Cas9, it is now possible to successfully treat genetic diseases such as sickle cell anemia or cystic fibrosis, while also developing more resilient crops. However, this tool also raises fundamental ethical questions. The possibility of editing human embryos sparks debates about so-called designer babies and the unknown long-term consequences of intervening in the genome. Another significant advancement is the rapid development of DNA sequencing technologies, that is, reading genomes, especially so-called next-generation sequencing, NGS, or second and third generation sequencing. These methods enable cost-effective and rapid, efficient sequencing of the entire human genome and provide comprehensive data for personalized medicine. Thanks to them, it is possible to predict the risk of genetic diseases and to develop drugs tailored to the individual patient. However, even here, ethical dilemmas arise. The protection of privacy, genetic information, and the risk of discrimination based on genetic profile are real threats that need to be addressed both legislatively and ethically. Today, we are not only able to read genomes, but we can also write them. We are capable of editing genomes, replacing faulty genes with healthy, correct ones. Epigenetics has also become an important and significant direction of scientific research, showing how the environment, diet, or stress can influence gene expression without changing the DNA itself. Epigenetic mechanisms are crucial for understanding the hereditary effects of lifestyle and environment, and they enable the development of treatments for cancer and other diseases. However, manipulating epigenetic processes once again raises the question of ethical boundaries. Which interventions are acceptable, and how can we minimize long-term risks? In recent years, the growing importance of the human microbiota has also become apparent, a collection of microorganisms that influence human metabolism, immunity, and even mental health. Sequencing of microbial DNA has made it possible for researchers to study these communities in great detail, and opened up new possibilities in personalized diets, probiotic therapies, and the treatment of metabolic and autoimmune diseases. Nevertheless, even here, ethical questions arise regarding the protection of patient data and the regulation of experimental therapies. Thus, recent advances in genetics offer enormous potential for improving quality of life, extending human lifespan, and addressing complex health issues. At the same time, however, they require a responsible approach. Scientific progress must be accompanied by discussions about ethics, regulations, and social responsibility. Genetics is thus not only a scientific revolution, but also a reflection of how we are able to balance technological possibilities with human responsibility. That would be all for today. We've talked about a few interesting facts from genetics, specifically about the modern trends that are currently shaping the field. In the next episode, we'll continue with more fascinating questions about genetics and evolution. I'm looking forward to seeing you. If you enjoy my storytelling, I would appreciate a like and a subscription to my channel. I really value your support. Thank you and bye-bye.